Alright. Cool. So yeah, again, not 100% sure that that was actually Hades, or Hades, like, taking direct control. But it definitely could be. That would make sense. It definitely seems like an AI with the way that it calls me entity. But the question is, like, why now is all this stuff happening? I mean, one of the questions. There are lots of questions. I have lots of questions. And hopefully we're about to get some answers. But, one of the questions is, you know, why now is Aloy being sent for the purpose that she's being sent for? I'm thinking it's to get behind one of those bunkers, possibly, most likely the one at the Nora tribe, because that's where she was, when she was born. But, you know, so something behind there is needed, probably. But it's like, why now? Because it's been a long time, hundreds of years, since the apocalypse happened. The other question is, does whoever sent her, if it indeed was a person, because it could be, again, an automated system, an AI, whoever created her and sent her, do they know that there are other people still alive? Because...
Sunfall. The Mad King Duran's summer palace. A bulwark of Carja might against the howling Forbidden West.
Thanks for the history lesson.
But they have no idea what lies beneath. We will learn much from this Aloy.
That's what I'm hoping.
Yep. But, it's like none of the people now seem to know what life was like before. And if people from before were their ancestors, which, I mean, I guess they had to be, like, why is that knowledge not preserved now? You know? Like, it hasn't been so long ago that it would have been wiped from memory unless there was reason to keep it secret. Like, all the people just decided that, you know, we shouldn't tell people what happened, or who knows. Because, I mean, I don't think enough time has passed for the ancient world, quote-unquote ancient world, to fade into memory. But maybe there has been. I don't know. It's just interesting. But it seems like all this stuff is sort of coinciding. So Aloy's return, the production of more deadly machines like the Sawtooth and the Ravager, and the emergence of these Eclipse and Hades, and digging up all of the old machines, and all of that kind of stuff seems to be happening around the same time, and I'm wondering why, and I'm hoping that's going to be answered. Possibly some of that now. So first, we're going to pick up the side quest. We're definitely not going to do it right now, but we'll pick it up.
She's very pale. Is she unwell?
Yes. She's a fighter, but the fever on her won't lift. It only burns hotter. Her name is Shiana, my sister.
Isn't there anyone in Sunfall who can help?
We're refugees. We know our place. And there's only one healer in the territory. He's... difficult. His soul is in shadow.
His soul is in shadow.
Galiv. That's him. He's very clever, but he has little care for people. Perhaps the desert scoured it all away. Perhaps he was always like that. Either way, I know he won't help us.
Well, I'll see about that. Where would I find him?
Last I heard, he was patching up soldiers at Blazing Arch. Another border battle.
Alright. Cool.
I'll keep them.
So we'll do that later. Would you like to buy some resources? Like this tiny meat. Okay.
The Sun Ring. A proud tradition of Carja.
Stay off my focus.
If the eclipse catches you here, you'll be lucky if you survive long enough to wind up in that ring. Now we get to see if your attack on their focus network was entirely successful.
What are you talking about? Did I crash?
Success. Welcome to the Citadel, Aloy. I'll check back with you in a moment. In the meantime, circulate.
That was weird. Okay.
Not sure I like the idea of hiring mercenaries.
Outlanders, if you want to hear about today's bounties, head for the throne room. You're not going to make any shards by standing out here. Mercenary bottom feeders.
I'll take the shards, even if it means having to listen to Bahavas.
I hear the Shadow Carja are looking for one of their own. Should pay well.
You do what you came here to do, and then you're gone. Understood?
By the glory of the sun revealed. Behold, radiant Edaman, the one true Sun King. The light in shadow, whose will is light and whose light is law!
I command Lucius Bahavas to speak in my behalf.
By the will of radiant Edaman does the sun glare down mercilessly upon the traitor Uthid. To the hunter who brings his head to us shall go a bounty of 500 shards.
More prisoners than royalty, don't you think? Love your hair. You and I need to chat, little huntress. The green tent down in Shadowside? I'll be waiting.
Kind of busy.
We both know you're no killer for hire. Uthid is innocent. So come see me, while there's still time to save him.
So, the way in I spoke of is right behind you.
You've got to be kidding.
Not at all. And you needn't worry about the Kestrels. They'll be too busy acting important to pay attention to you.
First time in the Citadel, gotta see the sun ring from on high.
Alright, so that's gonna be an interesting side thing.
They want us to see this, boy. It makes quite an impression.
The balustrade. It's a short drop from there.
An explanation.
Maybe it's down? Yeah, it looks like it might be down.
The other side of the tower. Look for a vent.
I see you've been here before.
Obviously. Now, it's very important that you hear what I'm about to say. I've shown you the way in, but this humble vent marks a point of no return. Before you descend into the depths here, you should be fully committed, equipped, and focused. No distractions. If you have errands to run, do them first or hold your peace. I won't tolerate whining. Is that clear?
You'll tolerate what I give you, Silence. I didn't ask you along for the ride.
Right then. So I guess we're gonna go do that other side quest, eh?
I'll come back later. That woman said to meet her at a green tent down in the camp. Might be worth a visit.
Yep. Yep. Don't want to do the point of no return right yet. 'Cause we still have lots of things to do. Well, maybe not lots of things to do, but some things to do. Dun.
Just yesterday he seemed well enough.
So that poor kid is being used and probably trained to be horrible.
The food is from Dowager Queen Nasadi, little ones. Her Highness knows times are hard and helps when she can. Eat. Bring some home for your families, if you have one. I've heard whispers about you. Rides machines, fancy spear, delightful freckles. Some even say you have a conscience. How extraordinary.
Who are you? You're obviously not one of the Shadow Karja.
My name is Vanasha. For now, all you need to know is that I'm a whisper of reason in this howling pit of insanity.
I know how that feels.
I'm sure you do. And so does Uthid. He's a good man, so naturally the Shadow Karja want to murder him. I've done some digging, and I think he's headed for the Green Climb. It won't take those mercenaries long to find him. He could use some help, if you're so inclined.
So who the hell are you?
Stop being evasive and tell me who you really are.
Stop being evasive? You might as well tell me to stop being charming. It's impossible, but I like you, so I'll tell you a secret. I have friends in Meridian, and I like to do favors for them when I can. Uthid might be of use to them, if he survives.
How do you know Uthid is innocent?
I'm excellent at making inquiries. Look, he feeds orphans from his own rations and personally punishes anyone who hurts the old or infirm. The idea that he would try to kill Edelman is ridiculous. He must have found something that can embarrass the priesthood. Otherwise, Bahavas wouldn't risk marking such a well-regarded man for death.
What makes you think he's on the Green Climb?
He knows he'll be pursued, so he needs a hideout that's both familiar and defensible. He once single-handedly held off an entire bandit clan in those foothills. My guess is that he'll fall back on what worked before.
I'll do what I can for Uthid. But what about you?
What about me what?
What will you do while I risk my life?
Useful things, little huntress. Look for 3 dead trees south of Sunfall. They mark the start of the green climb. Good luck.
Useful things, huh? Oh dear.
Capable of abandoning us like this.
Alrighty then. Well, let's just make a run for it. Shall we? My guess is that I can't call my mount right here, but we'll give it a shot. Oh no, I can. That's nice. Mr. Bull! I missed you, Mr. Bull. Oh, it didn't drop anything either. So I wonder who this dude is and what dirt he has on the priests.
Always watching.
Now who's pissy? God, not one of you. No, 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 no. Don't want anything to do with Rockbreaker.
Dust won't stop blowing.
Alright, 3 dead trees, eh? I see one. Seriously?
3 dead trees. Just like Vanasha said. Let's see if Uthid came through here. These tracks lead up that rise. Must be the green climb.
Alright. And now we get to get off. What did I run over? It was a fox. It had nothing for me. Can I make that jump? I don't know about that. Guess we're gonna have to try. Now where?
All right, made it. Where did you go, Uthid? Food scraps. I'll bet Uthid stopped to see if he was being followed. He must have kept going. I've got to catch up.
Hello, little raccoon.
A dead machine. Uthid's been hunting. Everything useful has been stripped. Uthid's been gathering components, probably for ammo.
Oh my god! Why is it always Glinthawks? I swear to Christ! It's ridiculous. It's just always these little shits. It's like the game hates me. It knows what enemy I hate and it gives me it all the time. I mean, they couldn't have done something better, like 4 Thunderjaws, or, you know, anything besides these little shitheads? Bitches. Okay. Damn it. It's not what I wanted.
Uthid took down a Ravager. Not an easy kill, but worth it for the price. Dead Watchers. More scrap for Uthid's stockpile.
Well, that was a bad shot.
The next one doesn't miss.
Warning.
Uthid?
You're young for a bounty hunter. Or am I old for a soldier?
I'm not here for the price on your head, Uthid. I believe you're innocent.
Innocent? Come on, then. If this is a trick, it's a good one. You've earned your kill.
Alright. We're not here to kill you, buddy.
No tricks. Just talk.
All right. Speak.
I want to know what happened at Sunfall. What really happened.
All right. For weeks, each dawn in the tent city came with a new death. Always in their sleep, no struggle. The old, the infirm, sometimes the young. Those who couldn't fight for the cause. I should have realized then it was a culling.
Who would do such a thing?
They thought it was a curse, an evil spirit. But it was only a man. And a silent poison. It took time to catch him, but we did. We brought him before Bahavas for the sun's judgment.
Alright.
I can believe you're a good man. But why go with the Shadow Karja in the first place? Why serve them?
Because of Itaman.
Itaman's just a child.
Yes, an untainted vessel. I believed he was pure. But they used him. Used our faith. I can see that now. No shadows under a noonday sun. Bahavas didn't need to disgrace my name. I did it myself, serving a rotten throne.
If it's honor you seek, the Sun Karjas seem trustworthy. A little stuck up, maybe, but trustworthy.
Those Karja once raided your Nora lands. Raided every land we could reach. It was the Sun's will. I did what I was told. Others did worse. But as their captain, I had...
Uthid, I don't care what you did. I can't absolve you. But the Karja are changing their ways. You could too.
Perhaps. Avad doesn't understand what the Sun demands of its soldiers.
Perhaps he understands it too well.
Now you sound like the blameless Murad.
Uh-oh. Don't know whether I want to sound like him or not.
The High Priest Bahavas? He's the one who put the bounty on you.
Yes. He thanked me for my diligence, then had his guards release the villain. You see? It was he who ordered the culling. Then they turned on us. Should have died with my men, so their loyalty meant something. 20 years I gave to the Sun. For what? Malice and murder? As for honor, sacrifice, true sacrifice, the kind priests and rulers know nothing of? It's all a fat joke.
I met someone who wants to get you out of this. A woman named Banasha. But first, we need to get you out of here.
What are you? You look like a hunter. You give orders like a soldier who's been out... Mercenaries. Think they'll all line up to tell me I'm innocent?
Should have stayed on the plains, Karja! The mountains belong to us! Keycook's killers!
What?
When we're done with you, you won't even leave an echo!
You didn't make it hard to be followed. Almost as if you wanted to go out in a showdown.
Not much gets by you.
It's a girl! She's armed!
Oh, God. Come on. That was a horrid shot.
Got all I need to finish you off. Ready to die?
Are you ready to die?
For the faithful! Victory!
Victory! Can I get up here? Excuse me.
Roll the attack! We still got another squad on the way!
Oh my God.
We're shield mates. I shan't let you fall.
This one's yours!
Seriously.
Death.
Why am I stuck?
It's up to you now, men. Rally, we can still finish them.
No, you can't.
I can kill you from right here.
You're as good as dead. We're dead, two of you.
Blazes at our backs. That won't be the last of them. Follow me. I've stashed supplies up above. Up and over. Grab what you can while we still have time.
Okay.
Stocking up.
A robust defense is the most satisfying to break. All right, Marvels. We brought the priest out here, so let's put on a show for him.
I know that, Hood. We've unfinished business, Bahavas and I. This will be difficult. I think you rallied to a lost cause.
I don't intend to die today, Euthid.
I did. But you're starting to change my mind.
Alright. Let's, get here.
Press the advantage! It shifts like heat haze!
Asshole! How dare you move back where I can't shoot at you? Whoa.
Stand before us! Fall beneath us!
Death's coming your way.
Look out!
To your left!
But my Marvels thrive on adversity.
So these are Oseram people. Alright. With those explodey sticks. Come on. Excuse me. Aren't we having fun now?
Take the fight to them! I couldn't touch.
Here it comes. Last thing you'll ever see. Jack on it.
Hey.
on the
That's
move!
the last of the marvels.
Bahavas thought he had enough fodder to keep him safe. Now there's hope for justice. Will you come with me?
Of course. Of course I'm gonna come with you. We're gonna kill the little prick. Absolutely. I love how I'm always the one shoving people up cliffs. I suppose it makes sense because I'm probably lighter.
This won't be easy. Bahavas still has his personal guard.
To, be pulled up by the arm like that. Now we get to kill Bahavas' personal guard, and then we get to kill Bahavas. It's great. Okay. Medicine.
Saving these for the
Across
trail.
there and we'll have him.
Excuse me.
I had to come here myself to end your suffering, Uthid. And mine. The Outlanders led us here, and now that they are dead, their price is most affordable. But enough with needles. It's time for blades. Remove them from the sun's sight.
Let's do this.
Let's do this indeed.
You folks will break against discipline. Kill the traitor! Kill Nora! I've been a soldier a while. Make it hurt as the shadow falls upon us. The sun sets on your upward perch.
Let's do this.
Whatever deal you worked out with him, I'll double it. More than double it.
No. I'm tired of this, Bahavas. The lies and the violence in your cheap scented oils. I don't suppose you'd kill yourself.
I had to. I had to. Prune the weak, or all the Karja in Shadow are doomed.
This solves nothing. But may the sun find some worth among your drying bones.
That was quite a fireworks show.
You took your time.
I was busy. What do you think happened to Yan Shan, the other mercenary band? And I had to organize passage to Meridian for a wanted man. Give us a moment, Uthid. Girl talk. You've had quite a day. I never imagined Bahavas would blunder into his own trap. His death opens up wonderful possibilities. Remember Edaman and Nasadi? The Child King and his mother guarded like hostages at sunfall? With Bahavas gone, no one will be watching them. I want to get them out. And I could use your help.
Kidnapping the Sun King of the Shadow Karja is no small task.
It's not kidnapping. They want to go to Meridian. to safety.
How do you know that?
I've been posing as Nasadi's handmaiden. She's scared. For herself, of course, but mostly for Itamen.
Why do you care what happens to them?
Itamen is the Shadow Carja's figurehead. If he defects, it will remove their last trace of legitimacy. Beyond that, he's just a boy who clings to his mommy. He made a little grazer for me out of matchsticks once. It wasn't very good, but still, nobody ever made anything for me before.
Oh.
What's going to happen at Sunfall now that Bahavas is dead?
Oh, it will be glorious. The priests will panic. There'll be infighting, skullduggery, and backstabbing as they wrangle for power. Best of all, they'll be distracted. Bahavas, your life brought misery, but your death is a flower that blooms in abundance.
What's going to happen to Uthid now?
Don't worry. You gave him a second life, and I'll put it to good use. He'll be welcomed in Meridian as a military advisor. Hopefully he can help Avad finish the Shadow Carja with as little bloodshed as possible.
Cool.
What do you need to get Nasadi and Itamen out of Sunfall?
With Bahavas dead, Sunfall is the easy part. I'll handle that. The big fuss will be crossing the border to the Sundom. Find my friend, 3 Tohuadiv near the branded shore. I hired his crew to sweep the path, so all you have to do is wait for me.
If this Wadiv has already cleared the area, why do you need me?
Contingencies, little huntress. Something will go wrong, and I need protection I can count on. You.
I'll try not to disappoint.
The Nora said you would help me. Are we bound for Meridian?
Only if you want to go, my dear.
What choice do I have?
None at all. I was just being polite.
Cool.
What makes you think Avad will welcome me after I served his enemies?
He's a forgiving man. Just smile a lot. You can't smile, can you? No, that's a grimace.
Coolness.
Nervous about going to Meridian?
I've been a soldier for 20 years. I do not get nervous.
Not even around a pretty lady?
Well, it's going white.
I will not dignify that with a response. The Nora said you would help me. Are we bound for Meridian?
Only if you want to go, my dear.
What choice do I have?
None at all. I was just being polite.
Alright, is there a zipline? Yes, there is.
What makes you think Avad will welcome me after I served his enemies?
He's a forgiving man. Just smile a lot. You can't smile, can you? No, that's a grimace.
Really?
Nervous about going to Meridian?
I've been a soldier for 20 years. I do not get nervous.
Not even around a pretty lady?
I will not dignify that with a response. The Nora said
Seriously
you would help
now?
me. Are we bound for Meridian?
Only if you want to go, my dear.
What
Anyway,
choice do I have?
None at all.
That is
I was just
cool.
being polite.
You got to save that dude and...
What makes you think Avad will welcome me after I served his enemies?
I get up
He's a
here?
forgiving man.
Let's
Just smile a lot. You can't smile, can you?
Um,
No, that's a grimace.
Because if I jump off here, I'm definitely gonna fall to my death.
Nervous about going to Meridian?
I've been a soldier for 20 years. I do not get nervous.
Medicine.
Not even around a pretty lady?
I will not dignify that with a response. The Nora said you would help me. Are we bound for Meridian?
Only if you want to go, my dear.
What choice do I have?
So, we're gonna help free this little prince. That's cool. Yep. I'm definitely like prepared to get done with. This seems like the last major side quest chain. I think. And so it'll be cool to have that done. So, and, you know, clean up the last couple of little things, and then we can finish this thing up, because at this point I'm very, very interested to see what
Forget about traveling light.
What is going to happen with the main story, because it seems like there's probably a fairly big chunk of the end game once we do that point of no return stuff. So I'm excited to see what's gonna happen. So yeah, we will get back here. I might do a couple of things on the way, go sell some things and whatnot, and meet you guys at the next main story, or side story, the next main part of this side story. We'll see you there.